What's up, baseball fans? Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to go over my predictions for the final 8 teams in the MLB Dream Bracket. I'm going to see how my predictions went for the round of 16. But before I get started, subscribe down below, like today's video, comment what you think at the end. Guys, all of that helps this channel get pushed out to baseball fans. I want 10 likes on this video today. Let's see if we can get there, and let's get started. So here are my picks for the final 8 teams. I had Yankees, Astros, Red Sox, Athletics, Cardinals, Reds, and Marlins, Cubs. I got a few of them wrong. I had Yankees right. I had Astros right. I had the Red Sox right. However, the White Sox, in my opinion, stunned the A's. I can't believe the A's lost in this series. They lost the series in 5 games to the White Sox. So instead of the Athletics moving on, it will be the White Sox, and we will have a classic battle of the Sox between the Red Sox and White Sox. I had Cardinals correct. I had the Reds correct. However, I had both the Marlins and the Cubs wrong. I maybe got a little ahead of myself picking the Marlins. I saw what they did against a really good pitching staff for the Braves, so I maybe got a little too ahead. I picked the Marlins to be able to get past that Dodgers pitching staff. That Dodgers pitching staff ended up being way too good, so the Dodgers moved on. But in another surprising outcome to me, the Cubs lost to the Brewers. I mean, I picked the Brewers to lose to the Giants in the first round. I can't believe the Brewers beat the Giants, but I figured no way they're going to get by the Cubs, but they got by the Cubs. Incredible. I don't know what the heck is going on with this Brewers team. They are the easy Cinderella story in this tournament. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Brewers have a good team. They have guys like Prince Fielder, Robin Yount, Ryan Braun, you know, guys like that in that lineup, Christian Yelich, where it is a really good Brewers lineup. It's just they have been able to get by some really good pitching so far with the Giants and the Cubs. So instead, we are going to see Yankees, Astros, Red Sox, White Sox, Cardinals, Reds, and Dodgers, Brewers. All right, so let's start off with the Yankees and Astros. This is going to be a really, really fun series. Starting off with the Yankees. Again, the Yankees have the most amazing lineup I've ever seen on paper. Berra, Gehrig, Rodriguez, Jeter, Mantle, Ruth. I mean, what the heck kind of a lineup is that? It's not even fair. But I think a lot of people are not looking at the Yankees as their pitching. The Yankees have a really solid pitching staff. Guys like Whitey Ford and Andy Pettit right there at the top of the rotation. Ron Guidry, the best closer of all time in Mariano Rivera. Really good pitching, a really good bullpen. Even look like Goose Gossage, Dave Righetti, Sparky Lyle, Mel Stoudemire. Really good pitching for the Yankees. The Yankees, top to bottom, are very talented. But let's check out the Astros. So taking a look at the Astros, I love that the Astros have a guy like Roy Oswalt at the top of that rotation. They have Joe Niekro in there. They have Dallas Keuchel, Nolan Ryan, a great bullpen with Billy Wagner and Brad Lidge. And a really good lineup as well. Osmus right there at catcher, Bagwell, Biggio, Bregman, Correa, Jose Cruz, Cedeno, Berkman, Altuve. A good mix of guys from the past and current players. It's a really good Astros team. But that Yankees offense, it's just so good. I don't know how a team with, I mean, again, the Astros do have good pitching here, but other than like, you know, like a Roy Oswalt, you know, and like a Nolan Ryan, I don't see how this Astros pitching staff is going to be able to shut down that Yankee lineup. I really don't see it. I just think the Yankees are way too powerful here, and they will move on to that next round. So moving on to the Red Sox and the White Sox, this is going to be a fun series here. I really thought the Athletics were going to get past the White Sox, but hey, I mean, what can you do? The White Sox, they beat the A's rather easily. A's won game 1, and then the White Sox won the next 4 games. Crazy. What ended up happening in that series is the A's just couldn't score, and that offense really let them down, and the White Sox just got enough pitching. So taking a look at the White Sox, it is a good White Sox team, don't get me wrong. Yes, I'm shocked they beat the Athletics here, but it is a good White Sox team. Looking at the lineup first, Carlton Fisk, Frank Thomas, Nelly Fox, Robin Ventura, Maglio Ordonez, Paul Konerko there at DH. It's a really good lineup for the White Sox. And they're pitching. They have two really good left-handed pitchers at the top of that rotation. Mark Burley, Chris Sale. And then you got guys like Bobby Thigpen in the bullpen, Bobby Jenks. It's a pretty solid White Sox team top to bottom. Looking at this Red Sox team, I mean, it's like looking at that Yankees lineup. Like, that Yankees lineup is crazy. And when you look at this Red Sox team, there is just so many legends that pop off the screen. Right there at the top, Pedro, Clemens, Cy Young. I mean, what a top three. I mean, come on, you're not going to beat Pedro, Clemens, and Cy Young. I mean, that's crazy. And to me, I think the White Sox, that while that offense is good, I don't think they're going to be able to get to guys like Pedro or Clemens. Sure, maybe they can get to one of them, but you know another guy is going to come up and hold them down. And then that bullpen. Look at the bullpen. Papelbon, Urihara, Kimbrel. Are you kidding me? What a bullpen. That's incredible. And then the lineup just to finish it off here. I mean, look at the lineup. Top to bottom, Fisk, Fox, Pedroia, Boggs, Garciaparra, Ted Williams, one of the best players of all time, Mookie Betts, one of the best players in today's game, Dwight Evans, David Ortiz. You got Manny Ramirez on the bench, Carl Yastrzemski, Bobby Doerr. Are you kidding me? Incredible Red Sox team here. I think the White Sox maybe will win a game or two, but I think the Red Sox will move on with some ease. Like I said, I think the White Sox maybe win a game, but I don't think the Red Sox are going to fall here. We're going to have an amazing American League championship. The Yankees and the Red Sox, everyone in the beginning, I think, was picking this. This is absolutely going to be the American League championship here. I don't see how it happens any other way. If the Astros or the White Sox make it here, I will be stunned and I will just completely give up on this entire tournament. This is the matchup. This is the absolute best matchup, in my opinion, in the entire tournament. I think, I mean, personally, while the National League has some really good teams as well, this to me is the championship in this tournament. Whatever one of these teams wins, they're winning the whole thing. So, but hey, you got to let things play out. Let's go over to the National League. All right, so while we do have some great matchups in the American League, that National League side of this tournament, this is looking fun. I mean, it would have been cool to maybe see a younger Marlins team or maybe that legendary Giants team there. But I really do like the matchups here. I love the Cardinals and the Reds here. So let's go over these. In my opinion, the Cardinals, from the beginning, I saw the Cardinals as being one of the best teams in this entire tournament. I love the Cardinals, and for one reason, they have a guy like Bob Gibson right at the top of that rotation. So looking at the Cardinals, Bob Gibson, Dizzy Dean, Mort Cooper, Chris Carpenter, Adam Wainwright right there. In the bullpen, Jason Isringhausen, Lee Smith, Bruce Sutter, amazing bullpen, great Cardinals pitching staff, and a great lineup, just a solid lineup. Yadier Molina, Pujols, Hornsby, Roland, Smith, Medwick, Edmonds, Musial, and McGuire at DH. Come on. It's like, that is, while the Yankees have the best lineup, in my opinion, the Red Sox have the second best. This is easily, in my opinion, this is a top 5 lineup in this entire tournament. Solid lineup. But looking at the Reds, they have a really solid team. And I'm not surprised to see them in this position. Yes, I did pick them to lose to the Nationals in that first round, but I'm not surprised that they're here. It is a good Reds team. Looking at the pitching first, Tom Seaver right there at the top. I mean, you got Aroldis Chapman right there in the bullpen. Looking at the lineup, I mean, that lineup, in my opinion, well, it is good pitching. I don't know a lot of these guys, but I do know Tom Seaver. He's going to bring it. I know Chapman. He's going to bring it out of the bullpen. You got Cueto back there as well. But this lineup, look at this lineup. Bench, Votto, Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, one of the best players of all time, Barry Larkin, got Frank Robinson right there. This is a really solid Reds lineup. However, I think that Cardinals pitching staff is going to be a little bit too much. I don't think the Reds are going to have enough pitching to get by that Cardinals lineup. And I think the Cardinals definitely have enough to get by this Reds pitching staff. I'm picking the Cardinals over the Reds. The Reds, they had a good run, but this is definitely the Cardinals matchup to win. All right, so moving into the bottom half of this side of the bracket, Dodgers, Brewers. This is a fun one. I do think it is possible with the way this Brewers team is playing. This Brewers team is nuts. I mean, so let me kind of explain why I'm kind of shocked about this Brewers team. It's simply the pitching. Looking at this Brewers team, let's go to this Brewers team. Again, no disrespect to the Brewers. They've had a great history. But first off, let me just say the lineup is great. Looking at the lineup, Lucroy, Cooper, Gantner, Molitor, Yount, Braun, Gorman Thomas, Yelich, Prince Fielder, top to bottom, very good lineup. Very, very good lineup. The problem that I'm having with this Brewers team is the pitching. I mean, there isn't really much that really pops off the screen. You got Ben Sheets, more modern day. Teddy Higuera back in the day was okay. He wasn't like a guy like a Bob Gibson. I mean, he was solid, but I mean, Raleigh Fingers there in the bullpen. It's just it's fine. I'm like, again, you're probably all thinking you're hating on the Brewers so much, but like, I'm just looking at this pitching, and again, no disrespect to any of these guys, but it's just I don't see much with the pitching, and I'm just shocked they have made it this far. They beat that legendary Giants team. How in the heck did this pitching staff beat a lineup with Barry Bonds and Willie Mays? Are you kidding me? And then with the Cubs, a lineup that has Sammy Sosa right there. I mean, incredible to me. Like, go into the Cubs lineup just to take a look at what else they have. I mean, look at the lineup here. Rizzo, Sandberg, Santo, Banks, Billy Williams, Hack Wilson, Sosa, Andre Dawson. They're a really good Cubs lineup, and that pitching staff of the Brewers really held them down. It did go 7 games, so it went as far as it could go. Now, moving on to this Dodgers-Brewers matchup. Okay, so again, I've already said the Brewers have a really good lineup. And the pitching, it is what it is. But now I'm going to go over to the Dodgers. So I've said this before. The Dodgers, that lineup they have some really solid pieces in that lineup. So looking at the lineup, Campanella, Jackie Robinson, there's a Cody Bellinger, one of the better players today. Pee Wee Reese is in there. I mean, a younger Gary Sheffield. It's not the best lineup. But what carries the Dodgers here is the pitching. Look at this pitching. Like, are you out of your mind? Koufax, Kershaw, Drysdale, Don Sutton, the top 4. It's a Hall of Fame pitching staff. It's absolutely insane. And then right there in the bullpen, Kenley Jansen and Eric Gagne. What? But then you got like Oral Hershiser right there. Like, I mean, this Dodgers pitching staff is incredible. In my opinion, this is you could easily say this is the best pitching staff in this entire tournament. And that is where I think the Dodgers are going to have the edge here. I think this Dodgers team is just overall, the offense definitely could use another guy or two, but I think this pitching, this is what makes this Dodgers team. And while I do think the Brewers have a really good lineup, I just don't see how this Dodgers pitching staff is going to let that Brewers lineup get to them. Koufax and Kershaw and Drysdale and Sutton, I don't see it. I think the Brewers magic runs out here. The Dodgers will advance, and they will play the Cardinals in the semifinals. Okay, so looking at the final 4 in this tournament, we're going to have Yankees, Red Sox, Cardinals, Dodgers. If this ends up being the final 4, this is amazing. Again, Yankees, Red Sox, that to me, I mean, no disrespect to the Cardinals, Dodgers. I mean, again, you got to let things play out, but this to me is the championship. This is the matchup in this entire tournament. I think people will pay attention to that Cardinals-Dodgers matchup, but oh my goodness, I couldn't be more excited. If this Yankees-Red Sox matchup happens, which I think it will, that's going to be incredible. It's going to be awesome. It would be amazing to watch. And then the Cardinals-Dodgers, you're going to have a really solid matchup here. That Dodgers pitching going up against that all-around great Cardinals team. Seeing Sandy Koufax and Bob Gibson go at it possibly 2 or maybe even 3 times in this series, that's incredible. That's going to be awesome. I couldn't be more excited. If this is what the Final Four is going to be, get your popcorn ready, get your root beer. This is going to be a heck of a Final Four. So these are my predictions: Yankees, Red Sox, Cardinals, Dodgers. What teams do you think will go to the Final Four? Tell me down below in the comments. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like today's video. All of that helps the channel get out to more baseball fans. That is the goal. I want to get out to as many baseball fans as I can out there. So remember, like today's video. The goal for the video today is 10 likes. Let's get this video to 10 likes. And again, comment down below. I want to talk with you guys. I want to talk about these matchups. I just want to talk about everything here. So leave the comments. All right. Well, that's all I got for today. So if you made it this far, thanks for joining, and I will talk to you next time.